I think it's safe to say that I'm not particularly impressed by the Chord Mojo, and I'm really not impressed or wowed or scared or wooed by audiophiles who claim that the Mojo is the best thing ever. In fact, I would submit that the Chord Mojo itself is not all that fantastic. And when you look at the price and all the other stuff that goes along with it, I mean, the frustration, I think you'll begin to understand what I mean. One of the frustrating parts of owning a Chord Mojo is that you don't get all the accessories. iFi, for example, when they give you a product, they give you every cable that they think you might ever need to use that product with. It's too much cableage if you ask me. And then there's Chord. They go the opposite direction and give you basically nothing. Instead, in order to have the Mojo work, you have to spend another $100 buying the accessory pack from Chord. Well, this is what the accessory pack contains. These are all very cheaply made, flimsy-feeling cables. There's nothing special about these things. In fact, if you had a cheap Chinese knockoff digital audio player that was shipped to you from eBay and you received these cables in the box, you would say, hey look, I bought a really cheap Chinese knockoff digital audio player from eBay and this is what I got. There would be no worries. But this, however, this is from a company that charges a premium, and I mean a substantial premium for its products. This is a shame. But there's more to the shame than just what's in this box. It's what's not in this box that creates the additional shameage. Here's the issue. When you purchase the accessory pack, they don't tell you which cables will work with which digital audio players, assuming you have a digital audio player. It has taken me frustration and frustration and frustration to finally find one cord from Amazon that actually works with one of my digital audio players, and it's this one. This thing cost me about $7, and it only works with my Mojo and my Hibi R6. It doesn't work with any other of my digital audio players. The problem is, Chord never tells you that. The problem with Chord is that nowhere in their manual for the Mojo do they emphasize, hey look, you should probably take a close look at your digital audio player or Android device or iPhone device or any other type of device that you have to make sure that it can in fact work with the Chord Mojo. Now, this should go unsaid, I understand. When you purchase something as expensive as this, you should probably go out and do some additional research. But how often have you gone out and purchased a portable amplifier, say a FIO amplifier, and all you had to do was plug in the 3.5mm into the amplifier and the other end of the 3.5mm into your digital audio player or phone, and then it just, works? That, unfortunately, is not the case for the Chord Mojo. No, indeed. You can't just plug in a 3.5mm cable into the coaxial because it simply won't recognize it. It has taken me a long time to finally recognize that the Chord Mojo's coaxial cable will only accept a 2-pole or a 3-pole or a 1-pole connection. It all depends on the actual player that you have. And the cord that I showed you earlier, the red one, that one only works with a Hibi R6. It doesn't work with any of my other digital audio players. Not the Canon, not the SR15 from Astral and Kern, not my cheap Chinese knockoffs, not with any other of my players. And it also doesn't work with my iPhone Lightning to 3.5mm adapter. Therefore, you have to visit third-party websites to get a breakdown and an understanding of how to use your particular device with the Mojo. And yes, you're going to have to buy additional cables. This is stuff that the Chord Mojo should come with. This is information that Chord should provide readily and easily to all of its potential buyers, but it doesn't. This again is a reason why the Chord Mojo is not all that impressive. My bottom line about this video is that, look, the Mojo is a good player, but it's not worth $500. And if you as a company are going to charge $500 for this device, you should at least provide everyone with the accessories in the box, not charge another $100 for it. On top of that, if you're going to charge $100 for the additional accessories, don't let them look and feel as if they were made in China and stolen from a cheap Chinese knockoff digital audio player and put into your own box. What type of company could you possibly be? This is a ripoff. And then, adding salt to the wound. Chord makes no effort, none that I've been able to find on their website, none that I was able to find in the instruction manual for the Mojo. They've made zero effort to explain that a 3.5mm regular 3.5mm cord from the Mojo to, say, your iPhone or perhaps your digital audio player is simply not going to work. You will need special connections for that. Why? Why is it that the Chord Mojo has to be so extra special, so much more different from every other digital audio player or every other portable amplifier DAC? There are no other portable amplifier or DACs that I know of that have so much frustration built right in. You have to go out and buy those extra accessories. You have to find just the right cable for whichever device you want to hook it up to. And no, God forbid that you try to go out and buy something that is easily sold on Amazon. Instead, you have to jump through hoops in order to find the right cable. Have to go to hetfi.org and you have to ask and beg Chord to give you some information. And you know what? I did ask Chord for some information, and I'm still waiting for an answer. Frustration doesn't begin to tell you how I feel. A little bit of anger, I think, is right and righteous.